Hitesh, and today I am going to present our customer success story, which is moving from Salesforce to Odoo. So nowadays you have seen the multiple market changes in terms of there are you have seen like Mr. Trump's also take the different types of the decisions, right? So business are changing as well as the customer needs are changing. So every business owners having one concern, which is how do I control my cost? How do I streamline my operations? And here I would like to share the one of customer success story, which is migrating from the Salesforce, Zip and Tally from for those disconnected systems to Odoo. So first of all, would like to introduce about company. We are India-based company, headquartered in Ahmedabad only. We have more than 14 years of experience in the IT service domain, and more than 100 plus skills engineer we have within Aspire Softserv. And our project size, product engineering is the digital transformation, which is the longer period, which is 5+ year of average project duration for the long term, and 90% customer retention rates we have. Our global presence, which is we have in India, US, Australia, and Netherlands. 80% of our clients is from the US and rest across the globe. Our partnership, we are Odoo ready partners as well as we are Microsoft and Staffing partner too. So about the clients, so our clients is a manufacturing company, mid-sized manufacturing companies based in India. They are producing the pin winding machines, circular looms, flexographic printing machines, bell press machines. These are the machines they are exporting across the globes in the different countries. And they are managing with the different departments like the sales, purchase, inventory, production, QC, HR, accounting, marketing, and dispatch. And for that, they are using the multiple systems. One is the Salesforce CRM for sales operations. Apart from that, they are using the accounting for Tally and the ZPRP, which is for the production department, and rest some manually on an Excel side of it. So operated distributed teams, they have multiple centers, and also some of the works they do from the outside of like a job work from the outside vendor. So they some sort of the things are manually they are maintaining on paper as well as on an Excel side. So the major challenges they are facing, which is the multiple disconnected systems. So where throughout that, what happens? Main challenges they not get the visibility more than like 25% visibility, or if any kind of the reports required. So they ask to their respective department heads, and then it will be go delay, or and it will not get the accurate data from them as well. So end of the day, they not get the real time visibility of the each and every department stats. And due to that, what the main challenge is, they not able to convey to the customer when we can able to deliver the product or machinery, because outside India they are exporting. So many of the factors in terms of the timeline for the export, even the production or job work which they have done, which is not it's also depending impacting on a delivery time. So those data are not accurate, and duplicate inconsistent records they have in a Salesforce. So Salesforce itself, they have like it's a base system in the world for the CRM perspective, but unfortunately they faces the main challenges for the duplicate data. Multiple records are even the company's contact, then the opportunity lead data, which is the duplicates for the with the same name, with the same email IDs, and then this is the main challenge. Another thing is which I mentioned about the manual workflows, some sort of the operations which they do. For that perspective, they facing the delays and errors. No real-time visibilities in a real scenarios, and the lack of unified reporting. As I say, the 3 out of 3 reports from the 15 reports, they have the just for the real time visibility, and after that they have some dependency on the each department. So these are the main challenges they facing. So why the client choose Odoo over Salesforce? Before that, I would like to share the experience which we have faced, or they have also evaluated. So clients earlier using SAP Business One. At that time, they are spending a lot of money in customizations, but not get that much of accuracy in terms of for the implementation due to the multiple vendors for that, and also the costing is higher side of it. So they switch to the Salesforce to optimize the needs, and Tally generally in India, most of their CA is preferring the Tally, so they rely on that. So that's why they use the Tally, and for the zip production unit they have choose. But however, these are the all disconnected systems. They just explore it, but after 1 year or 2 years, they face these are the investment, but ultimately ROI is this. So if we are explaining on Salesforce versus Odoo, so cost of implementations they have done also the lots of customization in Salesforce. So cost of investment is very high, and in Odoo it's a reasonable. Where ROI it's also low. CRM perspective you can say, but however the manufacturing and all operations are not there, so it's a low ROI. Where Odoo will be providing the ROI from the after the implementations, they get the visibilities. For the CRM and sales, it's also inbuilt in both systems, so that is not any kind of major difference in that. The manufacturing inventory in Salesforce, you also know no manufacturing unit, built-in features available in Odoo. And accounting, no accounting in Salesforce, and Odoo having the native accounting as per the Indian government's laws. And this is the all-in-one solutions. Right now, Salesforce only selling the CRM, but Odoo selling like centralized systems. How we have approach and provide the like go through entire implementation process. So first of all, we have discovered the gap analysis where we found the like as I mentioned about the duplicated data. Apart from that, some sort of workflow we created the customizations for that. So initially, when we gather the requirements, so each and every system we have reviewed, even Zip, even Salesforce and Tally. So all the data structures and the reports, what sort of the reports they require, as well as the actual operations which they perform, which is not even in any kind of other systems. So that we have identified all the gap analysis, and that reports we have submitted to them. After the confirmations, what we have started initially, we are mapping the data with the actual data and with the Odoo structure, and we have created the customization plan. What sort of the customization needed before the migration the data from Salesforce to Odoo. So that structure we have created, and the formats we have provided to them based upon their need. And then we have started the developments and the migration side by side, because the Salesforce they also having some the plan expiry. So before that, what we have done, we have analyzed about the data, and after the mapping of the data and customization done, we have through the script as well as the importing data carefully, and validate those data with the customer along with our team. So the data, we ensure that the data will be accurate as per their current system, and based upon that we have verified, and then moving on a staging server to the production server, and also go live supports is going on. So at the end, what the main benefit they have received? So 92% increase the process visibility, which is all the all the operations right now, which is real time and visibles on track, off track. They are also checking all the stakeholders of each department's visibility through the Odoo with the centralized dashboards. With unified workflow for lead to invoice, it means they are having some sort of the customization in Salesforce. We have also replicate that, so we have not any kind of the existing workflow is not impacted. or we have not created any like new terminology or new any other customization which create a chaos for their team. So easy to understand for them for the unified workflow. Significant cost reductions they've definitely they've received as compared to the previous investment, and live dashboard for the all the departments they've seen. And right now their teams having like cross department collaborations together, and it will streamline their operation. So what we recommend best practices. So first of all, if you are wanted to migrate any kind of the system, so start with the clean and verified data. If you have already the existing data with the chaos, so we don't recommend to directly migrate the data from the existing system to the Odoo or any kind of other software, right? So that data should be clean, and also any kind of the outdated workflow where you are getting a failure. So we recommend to the customer don't just rely on that, but from the day one you need to involve your team to understand the Odoo terminology, learn the Odoo terminology, Odoo modules, each and every modules, how it will be interconnected with each other. Those are the aspects which is most important to understand. And don't skip the data validation. We have seen most of the customers are they say we just provide the data, but we will be not verified from our end. So we need to ensure that we need to inform from or educate to the customer. You need to verify the data from your end as well, because their business is they know more than us. So for that perspective, we need to verify the data from them and train the real-time business use case of each department head. Because sometimes if we are after the implementation, if we involve the team for the training, then it will be difficult to the execute all the operations together. So from the day one, we need to we are suggesting to the customer involve your team and educate. Okay, and first of all, we always prefer to launch MVP, iteratively go on a step-by-step, phase-wise implementation for any kind of the migration, which is make a better implementation and better results. And they get also the confidence for the each. Okay, so don't over customize. These are the do and don'ts we generally prefer to provide based upon our experience. So thank you for your time, guys. Really appreciate you listen carefully, and if you have any questions, just leave. Yeah, so there are the lot of features are already available. So suppose if we say the multiple, one of the features is multiple hierarchy of the each of contact, right? So in Odoo, what happened like Odoo having the one single contact for the each number. Suppose in one organization you wanted to reach out to the multiple people. So in Salesforce, what they have the hierarchy wise structure. Like suppose if MD is there, MD under MD, suppose sales head or VP of operation or some of the people are there, then the other team member who are report to. So in Salesforce they already have that features. In Odoo they not have. They provided all the context. You can add the multiple contact in customer of the real module, and then you can do right. So what we have done, we have done the customization in that part. So this is the one use case, but however, 90% things are available in Odoo, like 10% like the custom reports or some small features which I have mentioned, which is going to implement. It's not a like complex task to implement in Odoo. Yeah, please. Yeah. So for these customer, we have take more than 3 to 4 months for the migration based upon their existing data. Like we have phase-wise migrated. So customer data, then invoices, then the POs, then the other accounting balance sheets and everything. So it is on almost take 3 to 4 months usually, but it it's totally depending upon what sort of the data and complexity of the end user. Yeah, please. Yeah, so that I have mentioned about the duplication of the data and the outdated workflows they are following. So sometimes what happens, so customer are very strict with their current legacy system, and then also the main MD is wanted to transform the system, but the end user who are already have the department head or they are used to with the existing system, so the mindsets are very strict. So need to educate them and slowly gradually. So what we have done, we have taken the weekly meetings with them. We have one by one each stakeholders. We are sitting with them. We are educate each and every Urdu terminology, how it will be make their life easy. So these things are very much challenging which we have faced, and which I have said, like if they are having more good learning on a initial phase, then they will. And one thing is about the your BRD business requirement document, which is we have created, which is very much help them to provide the proper requirements. Yeah, so that is all. Hope you get it. Yeah, please. Yeah. So first of all, you only want the CRM or any other modules? Okay. So for Odoo perspective, if you wanted to like implement the CRM, so first of all, you can start with the any kind of the standard application as well. If you can, if you want to explore, you don't want to like invest more, so you can start with the one CRM application only. So once you are confident with the your lead opportunity, because standard flow is scope we generally suspect prospect opportunity project one loss, right? So in that, if you have the straightforward flow, then it's no require any kind of the customization. So you just take learning from the Urdu side also, or you want any kind of the partner support, get the training, and you can seamlessly start with the CRM implementation. If you have the straightforward record. But if in your organization you have some sort of the existing workflows are already there, where you have some sort of the terms or some triggers where customer will be customer came, or some phases of like example, if after the quotations verifications or some sort of the rules check, right? So for that perspective, first you need to specific write down your workflow, and then you can recommend to any kind of the Odoo partners or Odoo team, so they can guide you with the develop one demo for you, and that demo you can utilize for the 40 days or so, and then if you are confident, you can go. Yeah, yeah, it's possible. It's possible. So in which one LMS you are using? Which technology? Okay. Yeah, yeah. So I need to understand about what the data structure or what the workflows are, like which technology they you have, right? Everything's are aligned, because every migrations having the checklist. So the checklist wise question answer, we generally what our practice is, we share the checklist of the questionnaire. Once you provide the detail, then we'll share the consultative roadmap how we can migrate for it. Once you are confirmed and satisfied, then we'll start the kickoff, and that is it. Hope you get your answer. Anybody else? Yeah, please. Yes, definitely. Yeah, yeah. So 10 times, we can say the 10 time costings are saved as compared to the other legacy systems. And the centralized system, any suppose 90% cost which is saved by the our customer. They are spending lot on a Salesforce license cost plus customization. Same tally and same on other systems. CPI. So that is the. Yeah, so this customer having more than a 400 employees as of now. So SMEs, but we have done this kind of migration as of now. For the large scale, we are in discussion with, but that already going on. For the this is the complete project we have done. That's why we have said it. So for the longer run also, but it's for the large scale enterprise. What is the mindset is first thing is if anybody using SAP from last more than 4 years, so the main challenge is they are not like instantly go for the SAP to Odoo, okay? Because one thing is they need to like streamline their existing workflow, need to change, need to provide the training to each and every stakeholders, as well as the requirement should be clear, the data size, everything there depends, right? So it's not a single thing, but as many more the big player like the Toyota and other Saudi banks, they are using Odoo as well. So the big players are also using Odoo. PepsiCo, that is also. When I hear process, are you using Odoo across the board or is it specific departments with using? So there are the different use cases department wise, because many of the bigger organization having the multiple solution, but based upon the use case they are using. But SME is centralized, which is the confidently saying. Any other question? Okay, that's good. Sounds good. Thank you.